Hey guys, Harmeet here, day 2 of Wisconsin. So what am I doing today? Today I'm going to go and check out this place. It's called Hyde's Mill. Yeah, stop rotating, you stupid thing. Hyde's Mill. Looks like an old abandoned mill by the side of the river or something like that. I've seen a few pictures and the location looks very picturesque, as they say. So I'm gonna go check it out. Looking at this, it's about 40 minutes away from where I am in Madison, and so I have a rental car. I'm just gonna drive there, check it out, take some pictures, and then drive back. Let's get going then. Okay, small drama, nothing biggie. Just as soon as I started getting set up to go, the memory card was full. So let's get going. Alright, so here we are at the Hyde's Mill, as you can hear. So what I'm going to do is get my tripod out and get some pictures here. Just like yesterday, what I'm going to do is take some bracketed shots, and I'm also going to do some long exposure here because, well, the water's flowing, so putting an ND filter on the lens, I will be able to get that silky smooth water flowing through the through this little river. I think it's a river. Alright, let's cut over to the studio to do an edit. Okay, so let's load up one of these pictures from Hyde's Mill. This is one of the exposures, bracketed shots that I took. So this is the under and overexposure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use a single exposure, which is this one, and I'm gonna load that up into Aurora HDR 2018. I'm gonna make sure there's color denoise ticked and chromatic aberration removal is on. Gonna leave tone mapping because we want this tone mapped. Create HDR. Okay, so here's the image ready for further processing. I'm going to increase HDR enhance to give it more HDR look. Bring down some of the highlight. See how it brings down the detail in the sky. And add some more contrast. Open up slightly some of the shadows. Also going to do a bit of smart tone, which does a overall kind of balance on the image. Increase the vibrance and maybe a touch more of the saturation. Kind of starts to look how I saw it there. HDR structure, okay, I'm gonna add that, but I'm gonna add it later on another way. And here, that's about it. Image radiance can sometimes be good. Let's see what it does to this image. Not much, so we'll take that off. Detail boost, again I'll add that in another layer. Glow. Let's see the before. Not really much difference, so I don't want to add that. What I'm going to do is apply the curve here and I'm gonna crush the black point on this image. So I'm gonna drag that up, pull this down. It gives the image a more gritty look, and just pull that up a little bit more, push that down. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's about it. What I'm going to do to the image in this layer, I'm going to add a new layer, which is going to be an adjustment layer. And in this one, we're going to go HDR detail crazy. So I'm going to crank up the structure. You see some more detail starts to pop out of the shed there, the wheel, all the textures start to pop out. Add some microstructure here as well. Move down here to the details, add a touch of the small, bit more of the medium and large as well. So this is starting to sharpen the image, and you can see the difference already. That was it before, and this is it now. Now that's a bit too much, so the reason why I did this in a separate layer is because I only want to enhance certain parts of this image. So now I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm going to paint a large size brush. Yeah, that will be good. And I'm going to start off with 40-50% opacity. And when I brush in, basically the area that I brush will have all this detail, and everything else will not. So as I brush in, you see the whole image starts to become, and the whole image looks the same as before. But now I'm gonna brush in some detail in here, some detail in here, in the water, this little shed, some of these trees, some of these plants up here, this tree here. Add a bit more detail. And I'm also watching the mask on this side here. You see the white portion is completely white. It means 100% effect is applied, which is great. And around that I have a softer grayish shade, so we're not applying that much detail there. So that's fine. That's not what I want to do. Now I'm going to increase the brush further, reduce the opacity down, and just brush in gently here. Just a little bit more detail, not too much. So let's see the before and after. This was it before the additional detail and HDR effect added. This is it now, and I like that result. I like it very much. And that's essentially what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna crop this, and when we go to the crop settings, we're going to do a widescreen crop, so maybe 16:10, something like that. Yep, that looks good. Crop, and there we go. I'll do a few more and I'll put them up in the video.